So, good morning, students, and I hope you all are well. So, today we'll discuss this topic already written, real depth and apparent depth. Okay, and this is related to refraction. Okay, and you all know the laws of refraction, that Snell's law, right? So, here also we'll use those things and we'll find the apparent depth. Okay, real depth we all know that is the real distance from the surface of any medium. Suppose any object is kept, okay, in a denser medium. Suppose this is a denser medium. So denser medium, any object is kept in a denser medium. Okay, and we are seeing that object from rarer medium. We are seeing that object from rarer medium. Okay, from rarer. Okay, then what will happen? What will happen? This is the real depth from this surface to this. This is the real depth. Real depth. Okay. So when the object is seen from the rarer medium, okay, then this depth will decrease. Okay, we will see that the object is not at this depth. Okay, the depth of the object will be smaller. Okay, will be lesser. Okay, so this happens due to refraction. What is the cause? Refraction. What is the cause? That is refraction. There is one special case. There is one special case in which when we are seeing the object from rarer medium, but the depth will not change. Okay, there is only one case. I will tell that one also. Okay, that is the special case. So object is placed in denser medium and we are seeing it from rarer medium. Okay, then only the depth of the object will be less or will be smaller. Okay, this happens due to refraction. Okay, now we will see the diagram. Diagram is very important. We will see the diagram. Okay, and the different points also. Okay, so this is the object O. Okay, this is the real depth. This is real depth, or I am writing not in this way. I am writing in this way. Suppose O, this is A. So here I am writing OA, real depth. Real depth. Okay. Okay. Now, how to draw? First of all, draw normal. Draw normal. This is the normal. Okay. This is the normal. So one ray is going along the normal. One ray is going along the normal. Okay. So it will go undeviated. It will go undeviated. You all know. Okay. So it will go undeviated. Okay. Clear? Okay. Another ray we are taking at some angle. Another ray we are taking at some angle. Okay. This is another ray. Always draw normal at the point of incidence. That I always emphasize, that draw normal at the point of incidence. Now it is going from denser to rarer. This is denser and this is rarer. So denser to rarer means it will bend away from the normal. So this is the actual path, right? This is the actual path, but it will go away from the normal, away from the. So this will be the, okay, this will be the path. So it will go in this way. Okay. So now if we see it from this point, okay, if we see it from this point, okay, then our eye cannot follow the bend path. Our eye cannot reach here. Our eye will follow the straight path. What is the straight path? This is the straight path, right? Our eye will follow this path. Our eye will follow this path. And the eye will see that object is not here. Object is not here. Object is here. Object is here. So this is not the real object. Okay, this is obviously, this is a virtual object. Okay, really the object is here. Real object is here. This is virtual. So this distance, this depth, our eye can see. So this depth, O prime A, this depth is called apparent. Apparent depth. Apparent depth. Okay, this diagram is very important. Give the ray diagram, ray direction always. Give the name of normal, N prime. Okay, this is angle of incidence. Okay, I, and this is angle of refraction, R. Okay. Okay. So OA, real depth. O prime A apparent depth. Okay. Okay. Now what is the shift? This is the shift of the real object. Object is shifting from O to O prime. So O prime, this is called shift. O prime, this is called shift. Now shift equal to what? Shift equal to, we can write OA minus O prime. Shift equal to OA minus O prime. Okay. So these three things we need. Okay. We will see the expression for apparent depth. There is a relation between real depth and apparent depth. Okay. With what? With the refractive index of denser medium with respect to error and the formula of shift. And there are two conditions. Okay. We'll see step by step. Okay. Now, what is the relation between real depth and apparent depth? So, first of all, you will practice the diagram from your book, page number 88, section C, refraction of light, section C, page number 88. You will practice the diagram 4.36, figure 4.36, very important question, figure 4.36. You will practice this diagram, what I have drawn here. Okay. Then, come to the relation. Okay, then we come to the relation. Relation is very important. Come to the relation between real depth, apparent depth, and refractive index. So when the object is in the denser medium and we are seeing from the rarer medium, okay, then mu of denser with respect to rarer, will be equal to what? Will be equal to real depth by apparent depth. Real depth by apparent depth. Okay, will be equal to real depth by apparent depth. This is the relation. Sometimes you will get direct question. Write the relation between real depth, apparent depth, and the refractive index of the denser medium. So this is the relation. Mu denser with respect to rarer equal to real depth by apparent depth. Okay. First question, complete the diagram or draw the diagram. Second question, write the relation. Okay, so this type of question you can get. So it is also there in your book. One blue box is there. Mu MA, medium with respect to AR, or denser medium with respect to rarer medium, equal to real depth by apparent depth. Direct formula. Very important. Second, shift. So shift, which is O prime. Already we have written here OA minus OA prime. OA means real by apparent. So real minus apparent. So real minus apparent. So what will be the final formula? Now we cannot measure the apparent. Okay, using scale we cannot measure it in general, but we can measure the real. So we will write the apparent depth one in terms of real depth. Okay, so real apparent depth equal to real depth by mu. So real minus real by mu. Okay. So shift will be real depth bracket 1 minus 1 by mu is what? Mu is the refractive index of denser medium with respect to rarer medium. Mu is refractive index of denser medium with respect to rarer medium. Okay, very important. All these things we are discussing for the case when the object is in the denser medium and we are seeing from rarer medium. Okay. Now come to that particular case for which real depth apparent depth will not check. Then I am going to the factors affecting shift. So what? So the special case. This is also very important question. When the real depth and apparent depth will be equal. Okay. So when real depth apparent depth will be equal, this is denser medium and this is rarer medium. Okay. This is denser. This is rarer. Object is here. This is object O. Okay. Ray is going in this way, and we are seeing the object from this point, from the vertically above. Okay, from this point. Then what will happen? The ray will go along the normal, and without any deviation, the ray will reach to our eye, right? without any deviation, the ray will reach to our eye. Okay, when we are seeing the object, okay, when we are seeing the object from the error medium along the normal, when our eye is along the normal, okay, so in this case I will follow the straight path. This is straight path, and I can see the object. So in this case, real depth equal to apparent depth. Real depth equal to apparent depth. Okay. What is the condition? Condition is when we are seeing the object from the error medium, okay, along the normal. When you are seeing the object from the error medium along the normal. Okay. Now come to the factors affecting the shift. Factors affecting the shift. Okay. Again, it is in your book. Mark the points first of all. Mark the points. The 3 points are there in your book, page number 89. Okay. Page number 89. 3 factors. First one, refractive index of the medium. Second point, the thickness of the denser medium. And third point, the color of incident light. Okay. Whenever you will get the factor refractive index, color will be there. Okay. Refractive index and color, they are related. So refractive index is there, that means color or wavelength will also be there. So factors affecting the shift. First one, refractive index of a medium. Refractive index of a medium. What is the function of refractive index? Refractive index bends the light. Okay, more refractive index means more bending. More refractive index means more bending. So I am drawing just rough diagram. So this is one ray along the normal. Okay. Now this is another ray. This is the normal. This is the actual path. Okay. Obviously it will bend away from the normal. In one case, suppose this much bending. That means this is the shift. Okay. In another case, this much bending, and this is the shift. This is suppose first case. This is second case. This is the image. This is object. This is the image O1 for first refracted ray, and for second refracted ray, this is the image O2. So for second case, shift is more O2, right? For second case, second refracted ray, shift is more. When the refracted ray will bend more, when the refractive index of this medium with respect to air will be more, that means more refractive index, more bending, and more shift. Okay, so the point is more the refractive index, more the refractive index, more will be the shift. More the refractive index, more will be the shift. More the refractive index, more will be the shift. Okay. Now in different points we have seen that refractive index and wavelength, they are inversely related. That means in refractive index case, more refractive index, more shift. In wavelength or color case, more wavelength, less shift. Keep in mind these 2 points. Okay. So second point, suppose second point, wavelength of light, wavelength or color, wavelength or color, wavelength or color, color of light, wavelength or color of light. Okay. So in this case also, okay, I am using this diagram. The first diagram, less bending. The first diagram will be for red, and more bending. This will be for violet. Okay. So this is for red. Sorry, this is for violet. This is for violet, and this is for red. Yes. Okay. This is for red, and this is for violet. So violet has less wavelength, more shift. Red has more wavelength, less shift, OR, right? So more wavelength, less shift. Less wavelength, more shift. Refractive index and wavelength, they are inversely related. So here also more the wavelength, less is the shift. Less is the shift. Okay, less is the shift. Just note down this point or mark from your book. Okay, then I am writing the Vic-Gier point. Okay, Vic-Gier. So Vic-Gier, I, B, G, Y, O, R. Picture means in this direction, wavelength, valid to red, wavelength increases. Wavelength increases. Wavelength increases means what is happening? Wavelength increases means less is the shift. More the wavelength, less is the shift. That means shift decreases. Shift decreases. So more wavelength, valid to red, shift will decrease. Okay. Come to the third point. Third point is thickness of the denser medium. Thickness of the denser medium. Third point, note down those things. Okay. Either you note down in your copy or note down in your book. Note down it in your book. Okay, that will be very much good. Because at the end you have to read from the book. Okay. So third point is thickness of the denser medium. Thickness of denser medium. Thickness of denser medium. Thickness of denser medium. Okay. So again take two diagrams. Suppose this is one, this much thickness. Okay. This much thickness. Another diagram is this. Okay. This much thickness. Big thickness is more in the second case. Second case thickness is more. We are keeping the other things same. Other things same. So this is the normal. One ray will go along the normal. One ray will go along the normal. This is object O. This is object here O. Okay. Another ray. We are keeping the incident angle same. We are keeping the incident angle same. Medium same. Everything same. Okay. Incident angle same. Medium same. Okay. Same medium. We are not changing the medium. If we change the medium means we are changing the refractive index. Right. Draw normal here also. Draw normal here. Okay. So obviously they will bend in the same way. That means with the same refraction angle they will bend, right? With the same refraction angle they will bend. With the same refraction angle they will bend. Yes. So in this case also parallelly they will bend. Parallel, yes. Almost parallel, right? Almost parallel. So tell in which case shift is more. This is O prime in first case, and this is O prime in second. This is the shift. Here, this is the shift. So which is more? Which is more? Obviously, second case. Second case, we are getting more shift. That means more the thickness, more the thickness, more the thickness, more will be the shift. More will be the shift. Yes. Yes. More the thickness, more will be the shift. So these are the points. Okay. So I hope you have marked in your book. Okay. Now come to a small numerical, then one more ray diagram we'll see. Okay. Come to a small numerical related to the relation between real depth, apparent depth. The relation between real depth, apparent depth. The relation between real depth, apparent depth, and the refractive index. So the question. I am taking the question from your book. Okay. Taking the question from your book. That is question number 1, numerical. Question number 1. Question number 1. Question number 1. The question is a water pond appears to be 2.7 meter deep. Appears to be means apparent depth is given. Given that apparent depth equal to 2.7 meter. 2.7 meter. And refractive index is given. Refractive index of water with respect to air equal to 4/3. 4/3. You are asked find the actual depth of the pond. So actual depth or real depth, whatever. Actual depth or real depth. So we know mu water with respect to air equal to real depth, or right here actual depth. This is the language given in book. Means in the question by apparent depth, put the values Put the values. This is 4 by 3. This is 4 by 3. Actual depth by 2.7. Actual depth by 2.7. Actual depth by 2.7. Now actual depth will be just cross multiplication. 2.7 will come here. So actual depth equal to 2.7 into 4 by 3. Now 3 nines are 27, 0.9, 4 nines are 36, 3.6. So actual depth will be 2.6. Clear? So this is one numerical question number 1. Okay. Now come to another diagram. Go to page number 90. This diagram is also very, very important. Figure 4.37. Figure 4.37. Very, very important diagram. Okay. I am drawing it. I am showing how to do. So follow the steps. Okay. Follow the steps. Always use pencil, scale. Okay. For drawing a diagram. Or you can use black pen. If you think that there will be no mistake, then you can use black pen also. Don't use blue pen. Okay. Use black pen or pencil. So apparent bending of a stick under water. Apparent bending of a stick under water, right? So this is suppose water surface. This is the water surface. Okay. This is the water surface. Okay. Yes. Okay. This is water surface. This is water medium, and this is air medium. Okay. Now one stick is kept in this way. One stick is kept in this way. This is a stick. Okay. This is a stick. Yes. Yes. So this is a stick. Okay. This is a stick. This is a stick. Fine. Now suppose we are seeing from here, not normally, we are seeing from here. Then what will happen? So we will take two rays from this one. Okay, not from any other one, only from this one, because this part, only this part is inside the water. So only this part will bend. This part will not bend. Okay. So give name as it is given in your book XOP, right? Yes, XOP. Okay, this is stick. This is stick. So take two rays. Okay, one ray suppose here, one ray here. Okay, draw normal. Okay, obviously it will bend away from the normal. Okay, take another ray here, another ray. Okay, always give the ray diagram. Okay, at the end you give. Okay, the drawing is the drawing. Then you give the ray diagram, but don't forget to give the ray diagram. Okay. So this ray will come at this point, just above this. Okay, don't bring it up to this, just above this, because this point will go up to here. Okay, now this point will also meet at the center. Okay, in this way again. For that reason, I am telling that follow the process. Otherwise, you will do mistake. Okay. So this point will go up. P point will come here. That means exactly above, not any other point. Okay. So this point will be exactly above. Okay. Exactly above. Now in this way, all the points lying on this stick, okay, which part is inside water, all the points will get shifted. From here it will shift here. From here it will shift here. From here it will shift here. In this way. So we will not show other points. Okay, just we will join it from. Okay, we will join it from. Okay, don't give solid line, give dotted line here. Yes, give dotted line. Okay. So this, okay, in this way, very nicely we will draw. Okay, very nicely. This. Okay, so this is the bending part. Okay, the whole thing will not bend. Only the part which is inside water, that part will bend. So P will reach here. So give name, this is P prime. This is P prime. Yes. Only up to this you will draw. And here give the I. Here give the I. Okay. This is air medium. This is your medium. Give the name of normal N prime and N1, N2. Okay. Any other thing? No other. Okay. Only this one. Only this one. Now you can get due to which phenomena the stick is bending. Due to which phenomena the stick is bending. The phenomena is refraction. Phenomena is refraction of light. Phenomena is refraction of light. Okay. So these are the part from real depth, apparent depth. Few consequences, few examples are there. Okay, that we will see in the next. So I am ending it here. Everyone, keep on reading.